What's good, nerds? Welcome to episode 1 of Gaming Unplugged, your one-stop shop for four idiots talking about video games. Who wants to start the introductions? Because I don't.
All right. Here we have Juan, we have Idris, and we have Arthur, and me myself is
Caleb.
Yeah. Okay.
Idris, say y'all gotta say something because they're not seeing us.
That's a good thing.
We're gonna start
All right,
off by talking about the what we think about the state of our gaming community.
Yeah, what he said. We're off to a great start. You can't see, but I am giving everyone in here the middle finger. Cause
Juan, you need to stop laughing.
Juan, okay, we're done here. Let's get serious. Let's get serious about this now. What do you guys think about like how people like approach video games nowadays?
Probably when something new comes out, they're always excited and really eager to buy the game.
This is Idris, by the way. Don't know if you could tell from the introduction.
Sorry about that.
Actually, it depends, because, like, if you see the people that have been in the franchise for a while, if a new game comes out, if they think it's good, they have some base behind it. But there are people that would just be like, I want to buy the game because it looks cool. They don't really know the franchise.
Yeah, especially with like pre-orders and things. There's a lot of like controversy on pre-orders.
Well, like pre-orders nowadays come with like a lot of like bonuses, right? Like pre-order exclusive stuff.
But it's also like buying the game before you know if it's actually going to be good or like complete.
Remember, people, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to video games.
Yeah, because like the thing about video games is that if you look at a book, you know what you're gonna be getting into. A lot of words.
Lots of action, drama, love.
A lot of stuff like that. Oh God, that's embarrassing. But with something like, say, a video game, it's more of something interactive that you don't really know how you're gonna approach it, how the characters are gonna control, how the story is gonna go. Even though now stories are a much bigger part of video games.
They're epic.
Yeah, they're really designed to be really cinematic.
Just like MVC Infinite.
Well,
Like in the back it says cinematic story mode.
well, with Infinite, I think it's Infinite had the story mode. Like they were really pushing that as like a selling point. So, they did make the cutscenes very cinematic, and like it had like the actual in-game graphics have like flashy combos and not the best art direction in my opinion, but yeah, but in a lot of games nowadays, like Rivals of Aether, the story isn't that important, even if it is there. I mean, hell, they only added the story mode like once the game came out, right? When did
they really only added it after like the second big patch.
The second one.
Yeah.
So it came out after it came out.
Yeah. Like much further along. Like when the game finally went into like. Okay, yeah, we're getting off topic. Anyway.
Well, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people nowadays tend to look at video games as a sort of entertainment. As an outlet to distract yourself from real life. But nowadays they play out like movies, If the game's so easy, why am I even playing video games?
There's actually certain games that got their own movies.
That's
Yeah.
true,
Like
like
Assassin's
Tomb
Creed.
Raider,
Like
Resident Evil.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed was the first one I thought
It
of.
was.
Other ones are like House of the Dead or Nekopara got its own anime. That's
Sorry, I was about to say Sonic X for a minute.
well, yeah, that
It is.
counts. It's like
Or like they're so good that they even got their own show, Sonic again.
Like, they got their own cartoon shows like Mario, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Oh, yeah.
And there were a bunch of other ones like Mario 3 and World. And also Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog as well.
These, like, I feel like people, like, game devs, like, they don't really think a lot about the game. Like, they think more about, you know, how they're going to profit from it. Like, toys, merchandising, comics, you know, TV shows, movies, all this big budget stuff. And really, we just want a good game. It's fun to play.
I mean, look at Street Fighter. They already made a bunch of toys for it.
And some movies, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think...
And an anime.
I think every game dev sort of approaches every game a little differently. Like, some focus a lot on story, some really focus on marketing, and others really focus on, like, the actual game and the graphics and gameplay and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true, but you have to, like, understand that, you know, gaming is like a business. Like, they're not making a game just to make a game.
Yeah.
But that's the point. Like, why would they just be making a game that they just make a game that might not even make profit? They still think of it, but sometimes they think way too outside of the box.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Like, when did they start selling, like, Rivals, like, plushes? Like, Orcane or Edalus?
I have no idea. I think it was at, like...
Like, I know it was, like, before the game came out, right?
Con or something. I don't know. But, yeah, there is definitely a lot of marketing in games that, like, have been, like, a thing for a while. Like, the longer a game is out, like, the more tempted game devs will feel to, like make toys and plushes and, like, stuff like that.
Right.
Look at Minecraft, how it started off.
Okay,
Such a
we're not gonna
simple
talk.
game.
We're not gonna talk about Minecraft.
Why not?
Bro,
We're not.
bro, it's not. It's necessarily not a bad game. It's just it got overplayed, and like right now, they keep adding new stuff like mods and stuff like that. Keeps the game fun for a little bit, but after that, it keeps dying down again. So basically, Minecraft is a game you keep needing to add on to it to make it fun again.
I guess it is a pretty good example of marketing, though. I mean, the way that they sold, like, their souls, basically, to Microsoft, and now they're, like, taking advantage of it and making their own games out of it. Like, story mode and whatever.
True.
Well, Minecraft is, like... Minecraft is a game that I like to say, like, is on life support. Because, like, if a game needs, like, constant, like, modding and updates to stay fun and entertaining, then it's not a very good game, is it?
Not
That's
really.
true.
It's not necessarily. Like, their games, like, they need it, but at the same time, don't need it. It's all about your creativity on that game, actually. It's that kind of game that actually kind of gets you free and, like, to do whatever you want.
Well,
Your
yeah.
imagination just flies into the game,
Yeah.
but it just doesn't want to come back out.
Because, like, when people go into Minecraft, they don't, you know, the first thing they think of isn't, you know, building a castle or a roller coaster, which is what Minecraft was advertised as. Now it's more about, you know, playing mini games on paid servers.
But there's actually some pretty cool pixel arts in there.
There are.
There are.
That's
Thinking
something.
of the artistic aspect.
There are some pretty interesting elements to, like, the Minecraft, like, fan base, I want to say. Can I say
Basically,
that?
the community.
Yeah, the community.
There isn't really a fan base.
No, there is. Like, let's not ignore
All
that.
the little
Really?
8-year-olds.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, like all the little 8-year-olds.
I think that's everything that everyone else is thinking of.
Or not necessarily just that. Like, there's some YouTubers that grew big because of that.
Like,
And then died.
Not necessarily. They learned how to evolve from that. They went from being from Minecraft and learned from that and started going to more games.
Sky Does Minecraft stopped Minecraft entirely and started making music, which is really a big step. And, like, I think, like, you know, good on him, right? He's doing something he loves. Stopped doing something he, you know, didn't want to be associated with. Although I didn't watch his video in explaining that, but, you know, I think it's important to do what you love instead of doing what makes more money.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did love it, but it got to a point where he just got tired of it. I think that sometimes there's such things like we have passion on it, but after a while, it just kind of goes away.
Yeah, because, like, we've all played Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I still do.
Almost everyone.
My little
has.
brother plays it.
It's honestly still fun. They actually still adding onto it.
oh yeah, but like, I feel like the thing about Minecraft is that it started off very like simple, right? But I think it hit a point where like may or may not have gotten a bit too complex.
It's definitely come a long way, to say the least.
Yeah.
And, like, people made it a lot of complex things out of Minecraft. Such a simple game with such a lot of things to do.
Like, I doubt, like, the Minecraft devs, like, even imagined pixel art would be a thing that people did with their game.
You can kind of see it though since the start of it. Like, they might not have thought about it, but like, it's kind of blocks. It's
All I see are
Mm.
squares.
People are always going to be
Just
taking
squares.
games and just like turning them into something else. Like if we talk about what like this is like pretty much off topic, but Team Fortress and other Valve games, like they made like bunny hopping a thing and they made surfing a thing. You guys probably haven't done it.
No, I
But-
know about surfing. Like, Leafy does it a lot.
Yeah.
Did it a lot in his
Did it.
videos. I don't know if he's still making videos.
Yeah, now it's
but,
all Overwatch, pretty much.
But, like, surfing and, like, bee hopping was, like, you know, one of the good things to come out of those communities.
And like they definitely weren't intended like at all.
Oh, absolutely not.
It just yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I think the creators create the game, and then it's down to the community to see if it will evolve it or not.
Yeah, there's some good things to come out of like gaming communities, like forums where people can like share secrets and cheat codes. Then there are even like people that make like fan art and like their own like music even.
You know,
Like-
like if you look at Overwatch, like they create a lot of concepts about characters.
Oh, there's a lot.
So them are so
There
good to the
is.
point where I think even Blizzard might be considering into adding aspects to it.
Oh yeah, people like Overwatch is like Overwatch has like some of the most potential in like its fan base, I think, because like they make some like really good stuff. At the same time, though, they tend to make some questionable decisions.
Yes.
Let's not get into that.
We won't.
But like, that's one problem I have with like the gaming community right now. It's just that fandoms tend to, you know,
Go
not
a little too far.
yeah, exactly. Go a little bit too far.
What
like
goes on the internet stays on the internet. Nothing will ever change, basically.
one of the best example is like of something that's happened like recently is Cuphead. So a little meme that's been going on is that Tumblr is on its way to absolutely decimate Cuphead, just like how it did with Five Nights Freddy's and Steven Universe.
God.
Because like these fan bases have actually done some like terrible things. Like someone, I'm not exactly sure who, on the Steven Universe cast like actually got really upset and like was actually really torn about something that happened in the fan base. I'm not entirely sure.
Like, it's not necessarily horrible. It's like we gotta see all the points of view, like right there. Like, if you think of the person that did it, maybe they did it for a reason. Like,
Well-
some of them are actually might not look good to some people, but if you look at the concept of it and like how much time somebody could
No,
spend
it's
on
not that. Someone in the fan base
Yeah,
started
that's-
hating on someone who worked on the show.
it. That happens everywhere though.
It does.
But like
It's-
this actually got to this person. So like
That's the thing. That's comes to the point. If you're in a cast, you kind of have to expect hate all the time.
yeah, but that doesn't mean you deserve it.
No, I never said that you deserve it.
Yeah, right.
I say it will come eventually, so you have to learn how to deal with it over time and just block it off. That goes for life, that goes for gaming. Because the same thing when you go on the internet, the little 12-year-olds are gonna eventually start calling you out.
Yeah.
And if you let that get to you, that's basically your fault for letting such a small thing get you. I know it hurts at the time, or how annoying it could get, but it's a community. What do you expect? There's always gonna be the bad people and the good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly bad people, for example.
There's many good and bad people throughout I think every community.
And
Just
there's
in general.
yeah, and there's the people that are just in between. Depends on their mood in the game.
Yeah.
We gotta admit, sometimes it's fun to troll with people.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
sure.
I mean, we're not gonna like. Let's not say like it's not unfun.
It's
But, like-
fun to get their reactions.
I mean, it's like a joke. It's funny to you. It might not be funny to other people.
I've
it's
personally
all
never
about the
done it
person.
from experience. Like, what's the most like common way to like troll someone, especially if it's like a 12-year-old in
Oh.
say, I don't know, Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft, the best way to troll them is literally when you're playing a game, just kill them, steal their diamonds, and they're gonna keep crying about it.
No, I basically there's a lot of screaming in basically Minecraft gameplays. Like kids who start like burning or yeah, what you said, getting stabbed in the back or something like that. They basically start to cry or pound on the table for some reason or break their keyboard
And,
until
like,
the game stops.
And like the mic picks it up.
No, I think everybody has that point. Like, you can even see, there are even console players that would just legit get their controllers and throw at the TV.
Oh
or
yeah,
their
everyone
console.
has a breaking point eventually.
Yeah, like, that's something you need to learn to yourself, like, how to keep yourself in control. You learn it over time.
Yeah.
I had my fair share of almost breaking my controller or console.
Same here.
Scary experience because I thought I'll never get one back and somehow didn't break. I guess it's just luck. But from that, I learned never to do it
I
again.
have a really funny story about that actually, although I'm gonna refrain from sharing it on this first episode. But like, well, like we're talking about like rage in like video games. Does that ever happen in like competitive play? You think?
Of course.
Basically.
It's
it
this is
has
like
to.
one of the biggest things that happen.
I mean, have you seen like all the videos of like people playing Melee and
Happy
like,
feet.
getting
Wombo combo. No.
Yeah.
That's
People just like
well, that's just like that's a hype moment.
Yeah.
I don't think
People
I
just start
don't think there was any bad blood between the players who
yeah,
played that
but
match.
there's some like crazy videos of like player cams where people are throwing chairs and it's
Really?
punching walls. It's
Never seen
it's
that.
crazy.
Although I don't follow the competitive scene in many games very much.
It's funny because there's some games that could even break friendships, which is sad.
It is.
I mean, anything can break a
The most
friendship.
common culprit of that is usually Nintendo games like Mario Party or like Smash Brothers or Mario
Yeah. Or
Kart.
Really, just any
Mostly Smash
any
Bros.
like
For some
any
reason.
party game that can get really competitive really quickly, like
Yeah.
speedrunners. There you go.
No, but I think speedrunners is like because like we've never gotten angry over a game of speedrunners.
Really?
have.
I mean,
We
we've gotten like annoyed, but
Yeah. It's because we didn't play long enough, like, because sometimes we only play for like an hour or two.
yeah.
But I bet if you're like in a competitive play for like more than an hour,
Oh yeah.
and
Then-
somebody has been using the same item on you over and over, and you're gonna be, of course, you're gonna get to the breaking point and be like, you know what, screw this, and I'm gonna play this game anymore. I'm done with you, you're not my friend, bye, and just leave.
No, just slam the door.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people that'll do that, and then there's also like the people who will.
What if there's no door to slam?
Then I guess that's their fault.
Then you slam
They
the
just-
air.
Or hit the wall or something.
Air
like that.
doors?
Slam the person.
Yeah.
To make the same sound.
But there's really people who like rage over things and people that like try to improve from like what they're bad at. Like, I don't know,
Well, yeah,
talking
sure.
about if we're on the topic of speedrunners, I guess, if we're like, oh, I always like miss, like, if somebody always like hooks me
Hooks.
with a golden hook or whatever, it's like, well, next time I'm gonna try to dodge that.
The golden hook gets
Like, I know
really
where he's
annoying
gonna-
when you're really in the zone. But then when someone grabs you, you're like,
Yeah.
Well, because like that usually comes from like the other side of the screen that you're barely even looking at.
yeah.
Or so far for me, the most annoying is the freeze ray.
The freeze.
The freeze ray can get really annoying.
The freeze ray is like really manipulable, right? Because you can like even aim it like
Except
backwards.
when you're on a downward slope.
Oh really?
Then you go
downwards.
super fast. It's
Oh.
like you almost get super
But
speed.
sometimes you can get lucky when you get frozen. Like, that happened to us many
can.
times. Somebody just gets frozen and then just falls down
Yeah.
through and ends up killing everybody in the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
Speedrunners is a really
Competitive
fun
but fun.
It's a
game.
great
It
game.
has
We can, like-
potential for community right there.
Oh yeah, totally. We can like talk about this like this game in more depth on like a later episode because we love this game.
He's like, sometimes get serious, sometimes people end up calling names and stuff, but we all know it's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we never take it serious. If somebody does, just honestly, just don't take it to heart.
I can't really think
It's
of
just,
anyone who's
it's
ever...
just great fun. No.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, I doubt speedrunners was designed to be, like, competitive in the slightest.
No, definitely not. But then it really got competitive. Like there's tournaments for it.
But like
everything.
like Melee was like
Yeah.
Smash is a party game according to the creator, and like whose else's word are you gonna take except the guy who made the
But
game?
it is a party game, though.
And
it
a story
is,
mode,
but people-
if you count Brawl.
Well, yeah, but people insist on calling it a fighting game.
Because it looks like one. It's got all the characters
Yeah.
and a moveset of the characters
Yeah,
as well.
it is a fighting game, but it's a party game. Like, just because a fighting game does not mean it can be party.
See, that's something else I don't really understand. Like, people, like, I think, like, a lot of people don't like Smash, mostly because, like, to them, it's a fighting game. So they see it as a fighting game, and anything that's not like a fighting game, they consider bad. But, like, what you have to understand is that it's not a fighting game. So the points you make about it being a bad fighting game don't really apply.
Okay, I think I get what you're saying. Like, you see all these mini games like Target Smash, Home Run, you mean, and also Multi Smash.
Yeah, those.
Basically, but not Multi-Man Smash because that's still fighting someone.
Well,
Except pounding them off the stage.
They definitely try to make it like more of a party game by adding more like fun sort of minigame modes, but it's gonna be competitive no matter what.
Well, because I think the best example, like the Smash game that comes the closest to being like a really good fighting game to me is Melee. Like, it may be like a bit like a cliched opinion, but
Yeah.
like, because like it's very fast paced, requires very like quick button inputs, even without the whole quarter circle forward thing that traditional fighting games have. But like with Melee, I think a lot of games, inspired by Smash, like, go by the second entry, since people think more fondly of it, and people, were really serious about it in like the competitive aspect. Like look at Brawlhalla, for example.
Or PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Well, we don't talk about
We
that
don't talk
one.
about that ever. Never. Sorry, I just
actually
brought
ended
that
up
up.
playing that game when I had a PS.
Really? What did you think?
Surprisingly, people talk a lot of bad things about it, but surprisingly, like, it's those kind of games like you enjoy when you play it. Like, it looks bad, it seems bad. When you play it, you enjoy it. Like, that's most game
because-
cases. Like,
Yeah.
they look bad, they seem bad. When we play it and you see how it plays, it's like somehow just
What
good.
I mostly love about it is basically the cutscenes in it, though, because you see one that's really bizarre and one that actually makes sense, like Ratchet or Jack and Clank and Daxter, or Nathan Drake or Sly Cooper, or, well, I have no idea which other ones though.
Like Big Daddy and Sackboy?
Which doesn't make sense at all for some reason.
No. Like,
Kind of.
Well,
I'm
it's
getting
not
that.
supposed to make sense. It's a crossover.
Yeah.
Back in this topic.
I mean, does it make sense? Because you see a brown little sack boy, which doesn't talk, and one Big Daddy that just growls a lot.
Well,
basically.
crossovers are like crossovers are more of a thing to like appeal to fan service, to like fans, right?
But that's another
Excitement.
topic for another episode.
Right.
Crossovers.
Fan service. No, wait, crossovers.
Yeah.
Maybe fan service, who knows?
Yeah, we can.
We could do that too. Like fan service, besides the generic like anime fan service that people think about.
that one we not speak of because
Yeah.
What
that's
are we
not
talking
in this
about?
universe.
Stop talking about
In
that.
this gaming
Right, we gotta
universe.
stay
yeah.
family friendly. This is a
Yeah.
Christian podcast.
Actually, surprisingly, yes.
This is not a Christian podcast at all. Trust me. This is
Right.
not family friendly either.
So, actually, there's because you guys touched the topic of
If you're-
anime. The community in a certain anime, which is Attack on Titan, was so great that it even got its own game.
Oh yeah.
As far as I see, it doesn't seem great. Does not stick to the anime, but somehow fun to play. People say.
Well, games don't have to be good to be fun. Like,
Yeah, and I just wanted to be like more open world, kind of like I was like imagine if they would make a game it would be open world. You first start off deciding what you want to be, and depending on that, you can do other things.
an Attack on Titan game with like the grappling aspect to it would actually has a lot of potential in my opinion.
Best anime games are just the greatest.
Yeah.
Even the fighting version that I mostly love are, well, crossover anime fighting games like J-Stars, for example.
Oh no, the one I like is Naruto Stone. That game is a good one.
Oh yeah.
It is.
Namco makes good
It
good
does.
fighting games.
It is a pleasure to just play that.
Yeah.
My friend had that on the Wii. It's like that was a good game.
One that I seen coming now because they have Naruto, but they did have DLC for Boruto. But I do see later on Boruto getting his own fighting game, just like basically his dad did.
Oh yeah, Boruto seems like it'll be real hit with the kids. You know what I mean?
Like I like it. It's
You like-
surprising. It's like it's not there to take over the old one. It's just a continuation of the story of the kids.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so far,
Okay. And
yeah.
animes, we can talk about that on the next episode.
We
Well,
should
maybe not the
probably
next
Start
episode.
wrapping this up too. We have like about 4 minutes left.
Yeah. All right. That's understandable.
Radio.
I wanted to talk about more stuff though. We gotta.
Same here.
But technically speaking, like just wrapping the whole thing up, gaming community is great. It's fun. Depends on the game. The community changes, and certain communities vary on age as well. Minecraft died out for the older people. I bet when we were all 12, 10, 8, we played it.
Probably around 12 or 13.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. Now we kind of overgrown it because we just don't see much more to do on it.
And games don't really seem like they're, well, there are some exceptions like Mario Odyssey or,
do the Odyssey.
Yeah, or like Cuphead maybe. But, for like big budget game titles, they don't really seem to be going anywhere. And we want to change that.
Yeah.
We want to tell people like what we like in games so we get more of that. And we want to tell people what we don't like in games so we get less of that.
Yeah, like big games are just going way too far now. Like they're losing a lot of people. Like smaller games somehow are getting bigger now.
Kickstarter is becoming a more relevant thing in the gaming industry, and we only have gamers to thank for that. So thank you, gamers. Unless you're watching this and you've never played a video game in your life, in which case, why not start now?
It's not a bad idea.
I mean,
should feel bad about
take it from us.
You should do it. You still have time.
Everybody's got a computer pretty much.
Yeah, PC.
And remember, it's never a waste of your time if you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys want to hear a funny meme?
No.
No,
PC's
not right now.
the future.
No. Alright, we got 1 minute.
All right. Well, this has been Gaming Unplugged, episode 1 of 100 years. That's how you date a podcast. Now we know this is uploaded 2017, and this joke will be irrelevant in the next 5 years.
probably.
The Rick and Morty fan base will probably have died out by then, right?
No,
I'm willing to bet.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, well, guess we'll just have to wait and see
Questions will be answered soon.
on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, and if you guys have any requests for a topic, just send it our way.
Yeah, post it in the comments. Although there might be too many since we're on the road to fame and fortune and sponsors and monetization.
Power.
Hopefully,
No demonetization allowed. YouTube.
we're hoping for that.
I think it's funny that our cutoff time is 4:20.
Well, y'all
That's
know,
fitting.
just because 420 doesn't mean we're blazing it.
Yeah, we are definitely not blazing it. It is really hot in here.
And we're way too nerdy for that.
There it is, 4:20.
Yep.
Well,
All right.
it's time to go. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Tune in to episode 2 for I don't know. We haven't decided on the topic for episode 2 yet.
Stuff.
Talk about Vidi gems.
Yep.
This
See ya.
has been episode 1 of Gaming Unplugged, and we'll see you all in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Cut.
Check, please.